Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Ravens in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Pushing his way through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry.
And he'll take this down to the 33. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road season sweep here in Baltimore.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action now. Jackson.
Complete to Likely.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Third down and 2.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun.
Field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers offense and George Pickens set to take over again. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. This one deep for Wilson.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, Sly. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
Fields out to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Rolling to his right.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Broken tackle.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
In motion, Aguilar.
To throw is Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Jackson to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
All right, Brandon.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his left.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dafe Owe in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. And one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson now.
On target to his man, Likely.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1. Flowers going to go in motion right.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
T.J. Watt drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Down to the 10.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 36-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
This is 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Stopped right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 26.
In motion, Aguilar.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
That is caught.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
To throw again is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning. Picked off by DeMonte Casey.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Austin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Here we go. Go.
Now Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the
Intercepted for a third time.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
In motion comes the tight end left. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
You at X. Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. From the 5, 3rd and goal.
Here's Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game, and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Hey, middle.
Henry is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Report!
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output